Dear viewer, it's always a joy and such a privilege to have you on board. This is Rays of Hope, and we're glad that you are tuned in. Remember, our social media platforms are also open. CAC TV Kenya on YouTube and CAC TV Kenya on Facebook, and we'll be glad to receive your feedback there. Your comments are very, very much welcome, questions and such. So again, I say welcome. I am Lucy Waweru, your host. Today, we are discussing the topic, Salvaging the Future of Our Children. Salvaging the future of our children. And guess what? We are in this together because you are either a parent, a guardian, a teacher, a pastor, a neighbor, a grandparent, a sibling. We can't say that we don't have children around us. You have those children that you meet on the way and all that, and we all have, the feelings we have about the way they are carrying themselves, the way they are behaving. And so we are in this together, and that's why this is very important, because the prosperity, the success of all the children around us, the children of God, because God loves all of them, their prosperity, their success gives us peace and fulfillment and joy. So it's important that we all work together, towards bring them up in the best way possible, salvaging the future of our children. You don't want to go away. Now, to expound on this topic, I'm very, very happy to be joined by Madam Virginia W. Mureithi, one who is very well versed in this area, not just vast, but very, very passionate about children and youth. Madam Mureithi has been a lecturer at Laikipia University, and currently she's on study leave. She's a PhD candidate at the University of Nairobi, the University of Nairobi. I don't want to kukosea someone out there, but just saying University of Nairobi, it's the University of Nairobi. She's also an author, and of course, and a parent. And so she brings in all this expertise, all this experience into the discussion today. Madam Mureithi, karibu sana, and thank you for taking time to join us today. Please say hello to the viewer.
Hello viewers, I'm grateful to be here today.
Wonderful. It's a joy to have you on board. And so we delve into this, but before we do so, and this also relates to what's going on with the children, we have different categories of children and young people right now waiting on different things. Now we have class 8 ex-candidates,
yes,
who have received their results.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for their schools. That's another whole process.
True.
And I would like you to address that and address the parents, address the children. Actually, let's just start with the class 8 alone.
True.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
As I've mentioned, I'm very, very passionate about children. And especially now, like those children who are at home with us now. Yes, they are really looking upon us as parents. They feel warmly in this world, mm-hmm. But we as parents, we give them an assurance. And so when we are with them at home, they are looking upon us. They feel secure if we are there with them at home, because they literally look upon us, especially at that age, which is between 13, that's when they're entering into their teenage, those who have cleared class 8. And they are entering into a world they don't understand, or a world unknown, mm-hmm. to them. Mm-hmm. And they look upon us parents to actually help them cross that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
To navigate through that.
True.
Because I like what you said, they're in a wobbly situation. And even as they deal with the changes and all the transitional things, yes, that go on, emotional,
exactly,
physical, yes, and all these things. Now here they are again, expectations of the society.
True.
Maybe they didn't even get the grades they wanted.
Sure.
They are very anxious about, yes, the schools.
What
can we say about that?
That's why I'm telling you,
mm-hmm.
Lucy, that
mm-hmm.
we parents are actually supposed to be the ones really guiding our children.
Mm-hmm.
in these matters. Because as they are very anxious, they really don't know, maybe they didn't meet your expectation and they are feeling down, but it is very important for us, to help them. Because actually, it's not only facts and figures. There is a lot into that. We have all of us have talents that we came into this world with. We have so many other things that you can do good in there. So all of them together, it is very important to help these children to realize what they are best at. If they're not best at this one, or they didn't achieve this one, they can achieve this one. Each and every person, believe me, each and every person has a uniqueness in them. And so for us parents, let us encourage these children, and even if as they are going out there into a new environment now, as they are going out there into another what they are not really used to, they were in a lower level of education, now they are going to another higher level. It is very important we as parents hold their hands and work with them, so that they feel stable.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So this is a very critical stage. That's what you're talking about, and the same goes even for the Form 4s, the ex-candidates who are now waiting for their results, also anxious, just like the younger ones.
Now those ones are actually jumping out of the education stage or step, going into career now. Yes, they are going into another level of life. As we normally say, life has some steps. They were in education and they have done good now in their in their Form 4. As they are waiting for the exams, they have done their best. I believe that. And as they are waiting for the exams to come out, they don't know actually what future holds for them. But now they are moving from that level of education, going into level now of career,
of choosing their career path.
Yes, it's a serious thing.
It's a serious thing.
It's a serious matter now, where they need assistance from us, and also from out there. To know exactly what they are good at, or what they can be able they can be, because I've seen that has been a very big issue, especially when I've been working in the university. That a number of them come into quite a very good number come into this level now of tertiary level. Without really knowing exactly what they want to do, or what are they strong, which areas are they strong. Who are they in general in that when it comes to career? They're not very sure, and they come, they try, one register, tomorrow realize that's not what I wanted, they register and register another one, and they're not very focused exactly on what they wanted to be. But if we parents help them as they go along, and the society as well, as they go along, we normally notice what they are good at, and if we are able to encourage them, it will be very easy for them now when it comes to that level now of going to the next stage. But as the young, the you Form 4s, or those people who have finished now the secondary school, don't be anxious. It is easier if you try to recall what are you good at. Try to think, sit down for a while and think, what am I good at? What can I be? Maybe I didn't get what I really wanted to get, but then that is not the end. We have so much in us. We have so much in us. Actually today, our talents are doing wonders for us. Our talents are taking us into other levels that were not there before our time. At our times, really we were so much onto facts and figures, but today, so many other things that we are capable of doing can really propel us. So if you didn't really get what you wanted to, if the results comes out and you realize you didn't get what you wanted to get, don't be worried. Don't be scared. Think again. What is best that you feel that's what you want to achieve? What area do you feel you are strong with? And then follow that. It will do wonders for you. Oh, yes.
Wonderful. And I think I like what you're saying, that we have many gifts within us.
Yes.
We are fearfully and wonderfully made.
True.
And we are wired to make it in life.
Yes.
And nothing can stop that, because the plans that God has for us are for good and not for evil.
Exactly.
Says Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes.
The plan is intact. True. And nothing will ever stop that.
It is true there.
Wonderful, and I like it. I like what you're saying, that academic excellence is just one parameter.
True. True, true.
It's not everything that one needs and that one has.
Yes.
And I think that's encouraging even to the parents and the guardians who themselves might be more anxious and even feel more depressed than even the young people they're supposed to be helping.
They feel like they have, it's over now.
Yeah.
But it is not.
Yeah.
It is not.
And I think also we need to take care that we are also not forcing the children and young people to fulfilling what we didn't fulfill or what we like, so that we are forcing them to be us.
I agree with you, Lucy. You know why? Because when something comes out of you, it's so easy to do it. When it is flowing freely from you, not being imposed onto you, but when it flows freely from you, it just flows.
Yeah.
And you really enjoy it. And all of us, I agree, all of us have something very unique. And when we allow it to come out, actually don't get frustrated on the way. It's become easier to reach the end or what you wanted to achieve. But when you are imposed on something, or something is imposed onto you, you really it's so easy to get frustrated. Because you feel like that's not really what I want, that's not really what I feel I'm made of, and it will be quite a lot of struggle. Yes.
And it draws your energy.
True.
But something you love. And I can attest to that. It doesn't matter whether there is money, there's no money. It doesn't matter. It's something that you're passionate about.
Yes.
You keep going.
And let me tell you, when you're doing it because you love it, money will start looking for you. Let me tell you. You're not really, because you'll be doing it, with vigor and happiness.
Yes.
You start giving it to you or coming towards, that what you are doing.
Yeah.
So, as I said, it is good not to feel like you didn't really make it, but what you have in you is what is going to help you to proceed.
Wonderful. And then also there's the larger category now of young people and children, learners in general, who are preparing to go back to school, to resume, of course at different days and times, but soon and in this period. And some are feeling discouraged. They feel like the schedules have been mixed up. They are not used to this. Now this is third term. This is another semester. Some people have to do the exams first before they proceed because they hadn't even done exams. That's now in the tertiary and higher levels of learning. All these feelings of getting into some unfamiliar, zones. What is the attitude that they should have as they prepare?
Positive. Very positive attitude. When you're positive, even if things just look like they agree or they don't look like you understand where you're going, but then you relax and be positive, you start pulling towards you goodness starts coming towards you, and you're going to feel you can achieve. You can achieve what, even if it is in which manner. It's not according to your expectations. But when you become positive, there is power of attraction. That is when you are positive. There is power toward that comes toward that positiveness. And so what you are doing, what is brought forward to you to do that you had not even planned, or you feel it is too overwhelming. But when you are positive, there is nothing that you can't do.
Wow.
When you just change that attitude and say, it doesn't matter what comes in, it doesn't matter what it is, I will pursue. Whatever it is, I'll pursue. When you change that attitude and feel confident that you can pursue, you are going to pursue. So positiveness is very important. Changing of that attitude, don't be negative, don't be scared, but just talk to yourself and say, I will. It doesn't matter what it is. We are going to new things that we are not used to. But I will succeed. And when you change that positiveness, and you change that attitude to become positive, this will work out for you because there is power in having a positive attitude.
Wow.
I have seen some mathematics somewhere where actually attitude, when you change your attitude to positive, it gives you 100%. I don't know if you can give me some few seconds. I explain a little bit about that. Yes.
Please do, because attitude is everything.
True.
It's what determines how we move.
Exactly.
I mean, how life goes for us. And I like
So
what you
it doesn't
say.
matter what you feel. Yeah, if you change your attitude and promise yourself, I'll make it. I'll change my attitude. I will not allow negative to be negative, but I'll be positive.
Give us the maths.
You know what? If you put A to Z, A to Z, and then you give it a numeric figure.
You assign
numbers,
each letter.
Each letter, you give it number 1, number 2, then Z goes to 26.
26, yes.
26,
Yes.
Actually, try attitude. It will be 100%. But try, maybe what? You want to be rich?
Yeah.
Try riches. Try wealth. Try rich. You want to be rich. It will take you to about 38%. Actually. Try happiness. All of us want to be happy, isn't it? But how far will it take you? Maybe 66. Let's try that max at home or somewhere. Whenever you are, just try. You see that it will give you to about 66. Or any other word. Try to put what you'd love to. But try attitude.
It's 100%.
It will give you 100%.
So it's the main determinant here.
True. Wow. So you can survive in anything if you just change your attitude and say, I'm going to be positive.
Wonderful.
I'll be positive.
So let's be positive. Let's be positive.
Yes.
The timetable may be different.
Yes.
I mean, who goes to that term in May? It has never happened.
True.
And so let's be positive about this.
Yes.
It's 100%. We will make it, and it all begins with you. And for those who are young, and they can't discern even what is positive attitude, then we hold their hands, we help them to see the positive things in life.
True.
And I guess this goes for all of us.
True.
Even as we go through this pandemic situation that we are going through, things don't seem to have worked out the way we expected. There is hope.
There is.
This is the rays of hope.
There's a lot of hope.
This is the rays of hope. And very, very happy now, salvaging the future of our children. Because even this future that we're talking about depends even on how we take our education, how we take our children, how parents and children relate. So it has something to do with our future.
Yes.
And that's we are building it now, because tomorrow depends on today. Today also depends on what we eat. Yesterday, it's a continuum, and so we need to take care. Because what we are doing now, we are sowing seeds.
Yes.
And we want to reap.
True.
We want to reap. Now, before we indulge in now what the future of our children looks like, and what can impede that.
Yes.
Salvaging has a sense of, I don't know, something that is going away, or some broken pieces that you save. Please help us to understand that.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, when you look at this year, especially when you listen to news, you read on newspapers, and people talking out there have been a lot of issues happening to our children. Actually, at the beginning of this year, we had an issue. Where you can see a child killing the family. Yes? We have seen children entering into drugs. We saw children actually, many girls being pregnant, many young boys being fathers, and they had not planned, So our children are actually having issues that we don't need to salvage them from those issues. And we have seen them. It is in the public domain. We have seen them on news. We have read news. We have read papers. We have listened to news. And we have seen there's an issue that is going on with our children. And then, it is more today than our times. It's becoming worse and worse each and every time. And why? We wonder. But we need, that's why we are coming in to try and see why, and then what can we do to change that, yes? Because we really don't want our children to go down. Actually, it's nobody's parents. Nobody, none of us, yeah? Not just one or two are different, but many of us would want our children to succeed. And that's why we are there, trying to work with them, because we want our children to succeed.
Wonderful.
But then, issues, we have seen issues. We have read, it is there, right, left and center. A child leaves home, goes out there, we see them doing many things. We have seen them even taking alcohol in some code in some house somewhere. Young ones, 16 years are out there. They are taking alcohol and many other activities that are not good at all for children. Yes? And we wonder why and what can we do.
So there is something about saving,
that way,
snatching.
We have to.
And
we have to snatch. And we have seen it is becoming very serious because it's something that every day we are seeing. Yeah, we are seeing reports here.
Which are sometimes very disheartening.
Very.
And it's causing pain.
Because we parents, we really want our children to succeed. We work so hard. Really, we work so hard. We not want our children to fail. But there are issues that out there facing, when we are there looking for financial stability, there are issues our children are facing, which we need to really salvage.
We need to salvage. And also, I think the sense of what is remaining. These children may have gone down, and we'll be looking at that so far, but it's never too bad, too late. Too bad, too late. We can have a second chance, and even a third chance.
Nothing that cannot be modeled back again. Even those fortresses, those places you see, like they can never come back. Yeah, we have seen them being remodeled, buildings being remodeled. They look so beautiful. You wonder if it's the same one that you see with with molds and many other things. Yeah, but architecture has taken care of that. Yeah, and the whole thing has changed. Yeah. So even our children, we may see them like that forgotten fortress. Yeah? But we can mold them back.
We can change the face.
We can. There is a second chance. There is a silver lining.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Rays of hope.
Yes, true.
Now, I like the way you started in this book.
Yes.
And we just want to start off.
Okay.
And of course, we are African. We love stories. And so the moment I took your book, I went into this letter.
Yes.
And I wanted to read it. And I think many people can identify with what's going on here. And it's a letter to dad and mom.
True.
And it's dear dad and mom.
Yes.
I waited for you until the night bird started to hum the sweet lullaby. As I tucked myself into the world of dreams full of smoky fog, suddenly steep descending stairs appeared. Where did these stairs come from? What are you saying, madam?
What I'm trying to say is that when we are not there, our children are busy sinking down.
Because this child is tucking themselves.
They are alone.
They are alone.
One, they are alone, yeah? And so they are taking care of the issues that they don't understand on their own. They are trying to get answers on their own. But you know the world is not very kind. It's not very, the world doesn't care if you have issues or no issues. They expect you to stand up and start, for the moment. But our children are actually descending because with those expectations and they are not fully prepared. They feel like they are half baked into coming out into the world. Then and the expectations that they expect is expected of them. One, they are prepared, and then expectations are out there. Yes, and they feel they're sinking. They're sinking. Yes, this expect me to do this. I'm not able to do that.
So they sink further.
Yeah, and who will I talk to? Yeah, who will help me?
They're alone.
Yeah, they are alone.
They keep going down.
They keep going down. True.
And I like what you said that the world doesn't care. The world is moving on.
Yes.
And I know that reminds me of a joke among young people that, dunia isimame nishuke. But now we know that it will not stop for us to alight.
No.
Because many people would have alighted from this world.
Very fast.
Very fast. But we're here and we have to keep moving on now. After descending stairs appeared, I was pulled down by a heavy force. I tried to call you mom and dad there, but you were not there. I called you dad, but you were not there.
Now, that's the situation that we are facing today. As we are looking for financial, mainly, we are trying to be financially stable. Actually, the economy today dictates for you to be almost 24/7 out there looking.
24/7 out there looking for. I want us to, on that point, take a short break because we don't want to break this chain. Please don't go away. We want to learn and see how we can salvage the future of our children.
The Bible should play the most important role in the life of a Christian regarding making decisions, major or minor. God gave humankind a freedom of choice between numerous possibilities, but the basic choice is between good and evil. Bibles are now available at the PCA head office bookshop, South C, Nairobi. We have Bibles available in English, Kiswahili, and Kikuyu. Make your purchase today. For more information, call 0722 205051.
Welcome to Rehoboth Electronics. We are dealers in quality and affordable electronics. We deal with fridges, TVs, solar panels, gas cookers, gas cylinders, ovens, subwoofers, dispensers, microwaves, phones, rice cooker, tables, jiko okoa, extensions and many more types of electronics with warranty. We offer deliveries fast and convenient countrywide. We are located along Rondan Gala Street opposite CGHU Secondary School, 2nd floor. Contact us today on 0721 952 998 or 0711 470 090 for more information. Rehoboth Electronics, tunafanyaga hii kazi tukiogopa Mungu na tukidhamini pesa yako.
Welcome back. It's an honor really to have you on board. And if you have just joined us today on Rays of Hope, we are discussing the topic salvaging the future of our children, because it's very important to salvage the future of our children because it affects us one way or another. So whether you're a parent, you're a guardian, you're a teacher, you're a pastor, you're a neighbor, an uncle, or whoever you are, we all want the best for our children and the children around us, because their joy, their success is our success even as a community. Madam Mureithi, very, very happy to have you. Before we went for break, we were at the point where we're reading a letter by a child to their parent or parents. And we're using this to understand the situation and what's going on with our children, because we need to understand so that we can have the right strategy to get them out of the mess, to help them and to guide them through life and the transitions. So we were at the point where 24/7, yes, the parents are looking for wealth. They are busy, the child is calling and there's no one to answer.
True. And exactly that is what could even be the difference of this generation with our generation. Mm-hmm. Remember our time, most of our parents were with us, they were farmers. Mm-hmm. So they were allowed our homestead, yeah?
And especially the mothers.
True. Mm-hmm. You know, we come out of school, and most of us were in day school, primary.
You found your mother at home?
Yes. Oh, you put up the shamble and you pass there, and then you go home together, carrying firewood and water and the rest, yes. So, and then you're there cooking together at the fireplace, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she's there telling you, stories of Kitam a long time ago, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, and after that, then you go home happily together, isn't it? But today, things are very difficult. Things are very different. Not difficult, but different in that time. Mm-hmm. that we find ourselves, we have to be out there looking for financial stability. Working either in our businesses or in our offices, and
side hustles,
you know, the cost is quite high. The cost of living is quite high. So we have to be but unfortunate, sometimes we are not able to balance. So we find ourselves more out there than with our children. And so our children faces issues. They are bullied out there. In school, the child was bullied, or the child was abused, or the child wanted, you know, somebody, maybe they passed the exam and they just wanted somebody to say, oh wow, you have done well. But we come home quite a bit late, and then we don't have much time for that. And that's why we see that this child
is calling.
Yes, I came home. You know, and that means this child had something wanted to tell the parents. But the parents were not really there for the child. When the child found himself even going out to bed, and you know, doesn't have, the parents doesn't have that drink, was not there available for them. And so the child is trying to find grief for themselves. But then or to find answers for themselves. But unfortunate,
so it can either be something good they want to share, a joy they want to share, or a disappointment, or a struggle.
They are looking for, they have a question, they are looking for an answer.
Or just being around their parents. True. And that's why they call and want, and remember, they are sinking.
Yes.
They are still sinking.
They are already sinking.
Because that's where we started.
Yes. They are already sinking.
And then we continue. The pull was too powerful. I was losing my grip. Fear and despair gripped me. I was sinking into the world unknown. No one seemed to care. That's the cry of a child.
Yes. Because you see now, the moment this child is looking for some answers, or looking for a shoulder to lean on, or a listening ear, or just somebody to appreciate and all that, and then they don't get those, so they just feel hollow or empty inside them, something is missing, and a space is created inside them, and of course that space is not something enjoyable, because it's something empty. It's empty. As emptiness, something empty is not enjoyable. Yes, actually it creates some instability. When something is empty. And so when this child feels actually empty, because he was trying to look for someone or somewhere to feel what the desire that they have. But when they lack that, they feel,
and they continue thinking.
So
they say, I felt hollow. It was creepy, but then I had to suppress my pain. Here comes my schoolmate who is descending like me. Try this, it will ease pain. I sniffed once, twice. Oh, what a feeling, floating to nowhere. Nothing matters anymore. It feels okay, despite descending even faster. The place is dark, no life. With thunder, we hit rock bottom. Sadly,
when the child does not get what she or he is looking at home, they go out there to go and look for it. And so you get the people, and mostly they're going to look. They're going to go to their peers, and out there, and what the outside world there will give them a solution, which is actually now their peers. Is what they will take, thinking it will help them. And that's why you have been seeing, not like this child was actually met his schoolmate, somebody who was also in similar situations.
Because many children are sick.
And so, but this one had found a temporary quick fix. So he was actually introducing this child into that quick fix. Let me show you what you can do, so that you feel a little bit better. That struggle you're feeling. And so the child assist with this other child, assist this other child with what he's using. And so when the child uses, he feels something like things have changed. But unfortunate, as we have seen, it is very temporal. Very temporal, and sooner or later it will pull the child down.
And so two of them are going down,
and they are going together. They're not to help one another. They're in the same category, and there's no one to help them, so they pull one another down. Yes.
Hasad, and I think this floating, this helping each other, this peer pressure, and all this, it's just coming because there's no stronger hand, more experienced hand to help, to guide. It's because of the emptiness,
yes,
the vacuum that you talked about.
Yes.
And that's where children at that level, trying to transition children and youth, they will listen more to their peers because they are available for them.
They are so much available, and they give them unconditional love, because as we say that birds of the same feather flocks together, they feel they're in the same, and they feel more comfortable there. They feel they're in the same level, they're understanding one another, because the other guy is also struggling the same way, like this one, so they feel like they are in the same level, and so they feel like they're understanding.
Hence the language, na kufeel.
Exactly.
So if our parents are not feeling us,
if
my pastor is not feeling me, if my teacher is not feeling what I'm going through, then na kufeel. Show what you can do to get this. And this represents also many other vices.
Yes.
This sniffing.
Whatever
it goes into sexual issues.
True.
Drugs.
All that. Yes.
And sadly, sometimes it's even ending in very bad situations, like the murders we are talking about.
True.
And all this.
They hit rock bottom.
I just listened to a story of a very young girl who is now serving a 10-year, jail term.
Yes.
And she killed her boyfriend.
Imagine.
They were drinking and moving from one bar to another. And this is a Form 2 girl who has just escaped from home.
Yes.
So you can see how
that emptiness. It was that emptiness now the child is trying to feel. But unfortunately, we have said the world is unforgiving. What is out there? It's not guided, from the parents' point of view. What is out there would just pull the child downward. And so those quick fixes that these children assist one another, because will just pull them down even more.
And they hit the rock bottom. And by the time they're hitting the rock bottom, things are not okay. It might even mean death.
It's no longer at ease anymore.
No longer at ease.
Yes.
And so the stuff in my head has gone down. Reality hits. It is very gloomy, ear-piercing, sounds that scare my wits. Mom, Dad, I am stretching my hands. Please pull me out.
Now after this child reaches rock bottom and hit out there, this child was trying to feel the child. That's not their dream. Nor was it their destiny. But now, because of the situation, they found themselves and they entered into it and were pulled down, and now they feel like they are gone case. But because inside them, that's not what really they would have wanted. So they are actually crying to the parent or their guardians that please pull me out. This is not the place I would want to be. Please pull me out. Yes.
And children are crying.
They are.
And so understanding the situation, I think, should make us, first of all, even angry. You know what we call holy anger? When we feel so angry with the situation that, thousands and millions of young people and children could be sinking, and actually they are sinking.
Yes.
Because look at statistics. We talk about 19 million young people under 24 are school going. 19 million. So almost half of our population is school going. And they're young at that age of going to school and all that. And if that's the situation, then our future is threatened.
True.
And we need to be
in fact a question that I normally ask, would we be the last of the sober generation? Will we be the last of a sober generation? Where actually I will be remembering past with nostalgia, how things used to be, how we used to be, that actually we had dreams. We want to be this way, we want to be that. Yes. And we try to reach there. We do not even want to enter into relationships when we were young, because it was looking very bad in the society. If so and so is seen there, we're talking to a boy or a girl, everybody's looking at you. So it was a stigma then, and we not even try to go that way. But today, with the exposure, things are very different. But as parents, we ask, will we be the last of the sober generation? No, I don't. We don't want that. And that's why we want to salvage our children. We want children who are focused, proactive. This generation, actually, with changes, with the innovations and many, you know, it's very dynamic. We really need children who are focused, children who are creative and innovative, so they can succeed in life.
And if we salvaged, they'll be better than this generation. They have potential.
Because things have changed. As you are saying, no, it is technological explosion. We have reached in those eras where things, and so there's a lot that they can do. And they are much more better than even our time, because things are different now. And they are
wonderful. And that's why we are salvaging, and all of us are in this together, because at the beginning we said we're actually in this together. So don't say that does not concern me. It does concern you so very much. And I think, Madam Mureithi, what we have done by reading this story of this child is that we have covered the issues, the situation as it is, because we don't want that cliche of, you know, talking about this self-esteem, no vision, no purpose, irresponsible behaviors, angry children, because these are the things we have covered there. In another way, put in another way, you've covered the vacuums. We have covered about how people get to jump the steps of life, you know, that escapism and all that. But now, we would like to hear your story and the stories also you have gathered, you know, as an author, as a counselor of young people, as a parent, as a lecturer who deals with children from different backgrounds and all that. How does that tie to your story and the story of the child writing the letter vis-a-vis the issue that we're talking about? So your story.
Let me say, the reason why I started becoming very passionate with children is because maybe when I was growing up, I had maybe a similar, but a different, but a similar situation. In my family, we did, in my family, at a time, our father passed on, and so we were taken from home to come and have, from the rural home, to come into Nairobi for a better education, actually. So at least in Nairobi, things are a bit, maybe the education systems, or the way things were a bit different than in the rural areas. And so when we came to Nairobi, and I lived with relatives, my relatives, it was a very good thing. According to even to my parents, they thought it is my mom. They thought it's a very good thing.
It's a better life.
It's a better life. It was a better life, because I got all the education. It was a very good life when it comes to education and to material
and other provisions.
Things, it was very good. Whenever I came to stay with my relatives, they took care of me very well. They took care of me very well. They took me to a very good schools. I went into very good schools, and I finished and did very well in my education. I was also taken care of materially very well. So I didn't miss anything from material to education. I got the best, and that's what actually was the plan. And that's why even our mom released us for me to go to the city and get a better life. But as I was there and as I was growing and getting that very good education, I felt quite horror inside me. I felt quite horror, especially because I am going to school with children who are living with their parents and in Nairobi. So we are here together in class with children, with their parents. They are talking about their parents and how they left home, or they were prepared for them cookies and some good goodies there, and they are eating. They share with me fine, but that feeling of I wish also I got something from my parents, from my mom, or from that blood relation, which is actually parents. Let me say that, because also this also a relative who are blood relation, but there's that bonding between a parent and a child, and I felt I missed that. I missed that, and I kept on feeling very horror and building a lot of becoming anxious. and really wishing I would go back home, not maybe stay in the city. With the glamorous life, it was very good in the city, but then I would prefer maybe to go back home and stay with just to be with my mom, with my parent. You know, I'm there boasting. It doesn't matter if I go to the local school there with maybe even barefooted or not with so much grammar like in the city, but I'm with my mom. I really desired that. I was really envying the children, how they're talking so much about their parents. And I grew up with that gap inside me. I remember one time my mom came to see me. She would come once in a while, but she had other activities home that she could not becoming all throughout. So she would come once in a while. And I remember one time she came. And when she came, I was so excited. I was so excited being with my mom, and I was very happy. But the time came, I was still in my lower education level. And it reached up, it was actually a weekend, and she was now to go home the following Monday. I sensed that. Okay, she was still showing me, and she told me she's not going anywhere, and I sensed she's going home, yeah? And so I refused to go to school, because I didn't want to come back and meet my mom gone. That feeling, that enjoy being with your parent, I was very happy, and I was feeling very fulfilled inside me. But she promised me she will not, because she knew I would not go to school anyway, so she had to come up with some tactics, and she told me, you go to school, even get this pocket money, you go and buy something for your friends, you meet me here, I'll be here. Okay, I agreed to go to school, and I went. And when I went to school and came, I was happy, and I bought those goodies, like, you know, and cheered with those friends of mine. Yeah. And I realized, I was very happy. But when I came back in the evening, I found my mom gone. I was shattered. I was really shattered, and actually vowed to follow her. And I sneaked out of the house, tried to follow her. But unfortunately, it is very far our home, so there's no way I could have reached. And so I ended up getting lost, and I was taken by a good Samaritan to a police station, which took me the following day back to the school where I was, and I was able to trace back home. And so what I'm trying to say, and I've seen with so many children actually struggling on that, that I was actually away from my parents, but today, and I felt that horror. But today, after sharing with so many children, I have discovered that they feel the same feeling that I was feeling. Actually, they go through the same feeling. They feel horror, yet they are living with their parents in the same roof.
Yeah. And Madam, I hear you saying that it's not so much about material things. So it's not lack that drives people to problems and waywardness, even in situations of excesses, or even in situations of a good life, you could still go wrong, because what is most important is relationship.
True.
And having a hand to guide you, and to help you. And I like what a psychologist here one time said, what people need at that time, in that stage of their lives, are rails to just help that they don't fall off the cliff.
True.
They just need to be guided along the path. And I think at that point, because we want to continue with your story later, what are the main things that, according to, that relates to the letter, this child, and the issues that you've raised in your book, that up to that point you are going through?
Yes. Okay. What I was doing, actually, that emptiness, that vacuum that I'm talking about, and what it helped me do, which was wrong, but it helped me create some self-limiting beliefs, if I may call them, self-limiting beliefs. You are actually very good school, and you are doing very well because I would study very hard. Actually, what I did now, I had to really go deep into studies, trying actually to look for attention, because now what I could get from my relative is actually when I pass, they'll be so happy and say, wow, well done. And so I did a lot of that, just studying a lot so that I can be appreciated. I was looking for appreciation, and they'd actually give me attention now when I pass, and so I would really read.
So issues of self-esteem as well.
Yes. So that's what was created in me. So because you see now, because of that emptiness, I feel like I'm invisible. You know, I keep on feeling like I'm invisible. Despite looking outside there, the world look at me like I'm very visible because I'm passing in my exams. I'm doing well, but inside me, it doesn't drive. It doesn't give me joy. Those passing exams and doing very well in school is not really giving me joy. It's actually making me, you know, more anxious. Yeah, more anxious. And I came up with these self-limiting beliefs. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't. I keep on. You know, what happened in me is I got more uncertain. You're not certain. You're not certain. Or you're not sure of yourself, rather. So those self-esteem, actually, it all come up with those self-esteem. So you're not sure of yourself anymore. And you feel so timid inside you. And so every time the world expects you to do quite a lot, but you inside you feel like you can't. Yet, actually, when they look at you, at what you have achieved, you are capable. They think you are capable, but inside you, you're feeling like a small thing. Out there, you look like you're so big, but inside you feel so small, and that's why that limits you. It limits you to actually get your full, or actually reach your full potential.
This is very helpful because we can all relate, one way or another, and so we should not be deceived by looks, because there could be many boys and girls, young people who look okay, and we think they are okay.
Yes.
Because they are going
even as parents, we think they are okay because they look okay, they have good education, they are passing very well in school.
Even in church, in Sunday school, in brigade, in the youth fellowships, we look at them and we think they're okay because after all they are provided for. We're even providing activities and programs for them. And but there could be things that are going on that could actually limit them in their future, pursuits and progress. And Madam, this is very, very helpful. We want to wind up this episode, and we shall continue, from where we've stopped. Because we want to learn. Because really, we want to see how we can start salvaging the future of the children. So up to that point, I want you to take 1 minute and just encourage someone. This is the rays of hope.
True.
They could be going through this, and all this and all this, but what can you say as we start winding up?
To you, parent, I would really request you, go back to your child. Your child needs you. They may look like they're doing very okay, but maybe there's something inside that they really want somebody listening here, or they want a shoulder to lean on. And actually, you as a parent, because you are the one who gave birth to this child and took care of him or her when she was young, you actually have more. You are more able or more capable to deal with those issues of the child than anybody else out there. Again, to your child who you may be passing through issues. Maybe you feel like maybe what I felt, you have created so many self-limiting beliefs, yet you have done, these look very well on you out there, but inside you feel like you are not capable. Keep on reminding yourself, I can do everything through Christ who strengthened me. I can do everything. I had to do that so many times in my life. I had to keep on telling myself, I can do it, I can do it, I can succeed. And had to try to limit those self-limiting beliefs actually, or eliminate them in my life. So you child, remember that nothing is gone. You can succeed, and you just need to remove those self-limiting beliefs that maybe have come into you because of one thing or the other. I did it, and you can succeed as well.
Wow, she did it. You can also do it. And at that point, we want to, wind up. But please watch this space, because we shall continue, because we want to know how did she make it, so that we can also learn. Salvaging the Future of Our Generation is the book, and we have the author with us here. Thank you very much, Madam Rithi, for finding time to be with us today. Dear viewers, there is hope, because our hope is founded on Christ. And Christ alone. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. God bless you. Take care. Thank you.